everybody. Welcome to another episode of New Gameplay Today. I'm your host, Jeff Cork, joined today by Kyle Hilliard.
Hello.
Benjamin Reeves.
I'm here.
And Ben Hanson.
Hello, everybody.
Two Bens. What are we looking at?
This is Starlink Battle for Atlas on the Nintendo Switch. It's important to point out because, as you can see from the ship, Jeff Cork,
Yes.
you are playing as...
Well, you're playing the Arwing. You're actually playing as a guy named Mason.
This is the build at E3, so we have the Arwing in the build, but not Starfox, they
This
said.
is a prequel before Starfox won the Arwing from Mason in some kind of gambling thing.
His name isn't Starfox. It's Fox McCloud.
Dude, Starfox McCloud.
What'd you just do there? You just turned off your engine just to see what would happen?
Well, it says on the screen "cut engine," so I was like, "I'd like to try that," and you just immediately plummet to the planet's surface because, you need engines on to fly.
Yeah. This kind of is No Man's Sky Z.
Well, that's what I want to know, Cork. Even watching you play, how No Man's Sky is it? They said you could fly out into space again, but you just abandon your mission if you do it, I believe, right, Kyle?
Yeah, and we saw you fly from space, go through the atmosphere to enter this planet.
I think that's probably where the similarities begin and end.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I think like the barren landscapes also you might pick up on that. But so you stay pretty low to the ground.
Well,
here.
Because you see, there's some field that cuts my engines for me. So then I can't fly, so I have to destroy these weird little pods. And you've got two different weapons, one on each side. Apparently, so I'm kind of alternating there, and I'm fighting these guys. You have to hit the pods, and because you can't fly, you still can jump a little bit on your ship to avoid these spinning wheels of death.
Yeah.
So
Just like that? Oh,
yeah.
Close.
You know what? It looks like an interesting mix of shooter and car combat / flying game, which sounds like an okay mix.
Are you a game designer?
I don't want to brag.
I think those enemies look cool. Does it play well? Does it feel nice?
It felt pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, the controls it's a little strange at first because there's a lot going on, and I'm trying to prioritize, like, do I really need to use this active shield thing?
Yeah.
Do I really need to, jump around? As it turns out, you do need to jump around. I don't think I used the shield, except as a courtesy when it later told me to do that.
Right.
The aiming seems, pretty generous. There's some auto aim there, but yeah. Feels pretty good.
The guy at the booth, he was like dumbfounded. He was like, I've never seen anybody play it this quickly before.
He's recruiting for the government. I'm actually going to be working as an actual pilot.
Oh, well, you're gonna can you work a Game Informer simultaneously?
No, this is my last video, actually. So
bummer.
Screw all y'all.
Dude.
Oh.
I liked it when you held the controller behind your head and played it like a guitar.
Yep.
I guess since you're leaving, I can finally tell you that I've never really liked you.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
So then after we've destroyed this, we've got to pull the core out. And this is that game from Ubisoft, we should also say.
Yeah.
That Nintendo is working with them. Obviously, they gave them the keys to the Arwing. And the suit to Starfox. Or Fox McCloud.
Thank you.
Kyle likes to call him.
Yeah, by his name.
His Christian name.
The little stop motion creature.
So there's like the toys
He was
to
a
life
puppet.
element.
He was never stop motion.
Cork had a very good point.
How do you think puppets work?
Yeah, there's that weird toys to life element to this.
Yes.
Where your ship, there's like a little configurable starship. Yeah, didn't they announce this one a couple years ago, right?
They announced
Yeah.
it 1 year ago. This is from Ubisoft Toronto, which made the last Splinter Cell game, which is weird to think about. It's cool that they get their sci-fi fantasies in here, but there was not really much mention of the Toys to Life thing, both at the press conferences here from Ubisoft and also for the demo. Your controller just looked like the doghead Nintendo Switch controller. There was no leaning tower of plastic parts on top of it.
It was just a regular controller.
Yeah, to be clear, like they didn't even have the toys there at the Nintendo booth.
No.
Right.
I asked the guys, like, so you can just play the game without any of that? And he's like, yeah, you can play the whole
You really gave him the business. Like, you really worked him on that one.
I took him behind an alley and asked him a few more questions.
Right.
I'm impressed you found an alley on the E3 show floor to talk to him.
Is this a boss, Cork?
Well, I don't know. He seems boss-like. He's quite large.
He's got multiple legs.
Multiple legs.
It's the only prime Nintendo's
Only
showing
one
at
of these that
E3.
he's kind of happy to show you every once in a while, but just a fleeting glimpse. There's something to the imagination.
Also, yeah, it is coming out on other systems, PS4, Xbox One, I believe, also PC, and I would believe those versions look a lot better. This isn't like the old case of you know, the Wii version of the game being completely different. But after seeing this, it's like, I could imagine this looking a hell of a lot better on a more powerful system.
Right on the go. And here I decided I was going to be like a melee spec spaceship, so I just got right in his face. Smart. More than anything else, wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah.
And this is what happened. So, freelance QA, I like to think.
It's a battle, all right. One of the cool things that you can see there, if you look at the character in the lower left,
Mason.
like, yeah, he's reacting
Mason.
based on how you're actually driving. So if you're pivoting hard one way, he'll lean that direction as well, which I thought was so cool. And then I realized, wait, Galaxy Z did that exact same thing, where the character like reacted.
Yeah, and it was cool in that game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is always fun.
He'll also direct his gaze, like depending on what you're aiming at too. So if like you're flying forward and aiming to the left with your guns, he'll look in that direction, which is cool. I just like that little detail of him reacting to
Yeah.
you.
Cork, I don't want to slight your abilities or anything, but the game does look fairly, but I will. The game does look fairly easy. Did you find it to be so?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
This
surprised.
is E3 demo, though. Like, this is as easy as it gets, boys.
You think so? I don't know. I
think
played like
so.
a Tomb Raider demo today, and it was just, it assumed that you would immediately play, you're playing that demo right after marathoning a bunch of earlier Tomb Raiders. So,
All right, I take it all back then.
yeah, like I said, the auto aim is very generous, and it feels like the weapons are balanced in your favor for the purposes of the demo. Sure.
Right, right.
I'm really excited, like, to see Fox McCloud in this game because, like, this
think it's
really
cool.
It's Starfox?
it seems like this is the Starfox game I wanted.
Are you
Fox
serious?
the cloud game you've always wanted?
You want to see like Star Fox like leaning to the left and right down there in the lower left?
Hell yeah!
Call him Star.
I
Mr.
wanted.
Fox is his father.
Well, what was
So he's
it?
running away, and apparently if he gets away, the mission is over.
Yeah. Well, then because that's when we were asking, like, can we just fly into space now? And you're like, yeah, but
Why would you want to?
Why would you do that?
I guess you could crash into that big ball also.
That's a cool thing. It's like a big
Ball.
ball. I think it looks cool. I like the
Big
environment.
balls.
It is barren, but that's probably for the sake of making it fun to fly around.
I
think
definitely,
that's cool.
Yeah, especially with the Nintendo Switch version, Kyle. I am wondering how many Star Fox fans are going to check it out, expecting it to feel like this'll do for a Star Fox game. And I don't know how satisfying it'll be on that level. Do you think it'll be satisfying?
Yeah, I mean, I like those characters. I just like all I want. For like a new Star Fox, I just wanted to like explore Galaxy as Fox, and this seems like way closer to that than what Zero was, where Zero was kind of a typical, which is not necessarily bad, but a typical on-rail Star Fox that just didn't control very well.
Yeah, that was the biggest problem. It didn't
Yeah.
play well, and so yeah, it wasn't fun.
What do you guys think? And I mean this sincerely. Who pays who for the Star Fox license
Are you asking where the money goes?
in Starlink Battle for Atlas? Is it just free, but then Nintendo gets a cut on the profits? What are we doing here?
Why would you think any of us know the answer to that, then?
Well, what's your? Yeah, no, I think that Ubisoft pays Nintendo. I think
Do you think so?
so. I would put their money on that.
Was there some kind of deal like after Mario Rabbids that they're like, hey, what other characters can we use in our games?
Hey, wait a
in your
minute.
Games? You think
Yeah.
there was something there?
What other
I'm
characters can we use
sure-
to elevate our games?
Yeah, it's a nice positive relationship. It's
It does
cool.
seem like a cool relationship, and I hope there's more. I hope they do more stuff together.
Yeah, I hope Jeff Cork takes out this piece of work, Arch Prime.
It was a really nasty move on his part to close shop when he only had that much health remaining. But
Good job flying right in there. That was
Persevered.
quite the move.
Yeah, my God, kamikaze at the end, but you gotta do what
this
you
is
gotta
get
do.
for wanting to live. He's just walking around on the plane all by himself.
He tried to run away.
No, Mason would not let this stand.
He probably has like a battery or something that you like.
Yeah, you get a little bit of loot.
Wait, have you guys thought about maybe in these games we're not always the good guy?
You never know. Well, we'll have to leave on that question. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining, everybody. Bye.